Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm very curious about your life because you did a lot already and we just met.
Yes, that's right.
So we go way back to your childhood. Where were you born, first of all?
I was born in Germany.
In Germany?
Yeah.
So you're German?
No, my parents are Turkish, but yeah, I mean, sort of, because I was born there and raised there. I know their culture very well, you know, and I went to school there.
But do you feel Turkish or?
Turkish,
yeah?
of course, yeah. That's my blood.
And your parents, did they speak German or Turkish at home?
Turkish.
Always?
Yeah, but I used to talk German like my native language. I forgot a little bit, but I still understand everything. And it's also close to Dutch, the German language.
Yeah.
I understand many words in Dutch too.
So you did understand already what I just told
If
the
you
audience?
think about Tarzan, yeah.
Okay, but when you were living in Germany, did you already do something with the music, or?
Yeah, since I was really young, like 4 or 5 years old, I used to sing all the time to my parents, to the neighbors, when they used to come over to us. I used to pretend like I'm a big star and singing to them, dancing.
Did you have idols already that you...
Yes, when I was a child, Elvis was my idol.
So you performed in English then, for your parents?
Turkish though, yeah.
Also
Turkish
in
songs.
Turkish?
And some, English songs too, but I was just making it up, you know, without understanding. And then I wanted to go to school, you know, to study music. And I did that in Turkey, in Istanbul.
So you moved to Turkey when what age?
When I was 13 years old.
Not alone, with your parents?
My parents all together.
And then you went to school there?
And I studied for a few years. And
what kind of study is that? What do you learn?
You learn how to read notes, and you also learn the music as a class session, like what is music, what I studied was Turkish classical music actually. Now what is music, what is it coming from, the culture of the music actually. And what else? We used to sing all the time, we used to give concerts for publics, and it was really nice for me.
It's very awkward because this is already your fourth album actually.
Almost,
and it's in Holland, our first from Tarkan. So explain, why didn't we hear from you sooner?
I don't know, maybe it wasn't the right time a couple of years ago. It just happened this year, you know. The first song, Schmuck, became really big in France and Belgium, and then in Holland they asked for the single to release it, and it started by itself. But
there are 3 other albums, but you just told me that there were, well, it's a sort of best of.
Yeah, sort of, for the European market.
So in Turkish they have all your first 3 albums and we get the best of already.
Yes.
Okay, that's even better because now we know they're really good. Okay, Schmuck is the first release of this album. Can you tell me what's it about? I have to pronounce like Schmuck.
Schmuck means spoiled, like spoiled bread. That's a girl in the song. It's about love, of course.
So you didn't write it for me? You didn't write it for me? Are you sure?
I didn't know it then.
Okay.
It's a spoiled girl who is beautiful, but who flirts with other guys, makes me jealous, drives me crazy. And the song is called the Kiss Song, actually. I'm sending kisses in the song all the time. That's what I'm doing. And it's like I'm saying to the girl, this is enough, you're driving me crazy, and if I just get close to you, just catch you somewhere, I'm just gonna kiss you.
Did you write it out of your own experience?
I didn't write it actually.
You didn't?
That's not a songwriter in Turkey who's a big star in Turkey.
But you studied music, so you could write your own music.
I did many songs in my first album, second album, third album, but the Schmuck song is not my song.
Okay. Was it already a big hit in Turkey as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? And he is very famous, the one who wrote it?
She.
She?
Yeah.
She's a she?
She, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And did she write more on the album? Or?
Yeah, also Şıkıdım.
Let me see.
Hepsi senin mi? It's like number 4.
Hepsi senin mi? This one?
Yeah, number 4. Yes.
Okay. What does that mean?
It's like, again, the girl is so unbelievable, and
it's a girl who writes it,
yeah,
but writes about girls all the time?
She writes it for me, though, you know.
Oh, okay, okay.
With a man's eyes. You know.
Okay, I'm sorry, tell me.
It's
Hepsi sending me.
Sending me means, is it all yours? Doesn't make sense by itself. She's so unbelievable. She's like a miracle. Her hair, her eyes, everything. Is it real? No? What you all have, your eyes and your hair and everything. It's like a question, the title.
It's a question you could ask yourself nowadays. Is it real? Especially if you're looking to go, is it all real?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, okay. You live in New York nowadays?
Yeah.
Why did you make the move to New York, from Turkey to New York?
Since I was a child, I always wanted to go to New York, and I went there 4 years ago, and I decided to live there.
Was it after you finished your study?
Now, yeah, that was actually many years after. I finished studying in 98.
Okay.
89, I'm sorry,
yeah.
89. And I don't know why. In Turkey, all that fame, all that success was too overwhelming for me. I couldn't deal with it.
But how did you become famous in the first place? You finished your study, then what? What do you do? Did you already know people who were in the business?
No,
or?
It was all coincidences. I just started writing some songs and writing some lyrics, and then I met a producer, a record company owner, who's the same record company owner now, today still. And it just happened. We worked on a ballad, romantic song, and it became a huge hit. And then a second album, third album, and this sold millions. And
yeah, the second album sold over more than 2 million copies, I believe.
Like 2.5 million, yeah.
How does that feel?
Super.
Yeah? Does it feel super?
It feels great.
And what do you do if your record company calls you up and say, Tarkan, you won't believe it. You just sold over 2 million copies. You go like, ah! Or are you a quiet person? Or?
No, I'm not. I scream out. The second album, when it came out, and when it sold like 1.5 million in a week, I was like, my God, what's going on? What am I going to do? How am I going to handle this? You know, in the same time, because it's a big success, but it's getting more difficult, you know. It's beautiful because I love to share my music with many people, and when you sell millions, that's such a beautiful feeling.
Can you remain to stay the same? Are you still the same Tarkan now as 10 years ago? Or maybe 5 years ago?
I'm grown up, of course. I'm learning many things about life. But I try to keep myself down to the earth, you know. I'm trying to be humble because that's the way I am. Instead of being spoiled and, you know, becoming mean or nasty because of all of this fame and, you know, money and everything. I prefer to work harder, to deserve more success, to sell more, you know.
More and more. We want more. Okay, so this is the best of. We already know Shimmerik. Do you know if there will be a second release of this album as well?
Yeah.
Yeah? Which one?
It has been released in France now. That's the Hepsi.
Oh, that's the Hepsi.
That's the second single, yeah. It's called Şıkıdım, actually.
Who?
Şıkıdım. The other name is Şıkıdım of it. It's not there.
Okay.
It's like the second name of the song.
Okay.
Oh, you know my Şıkıdım, Şıkıdım.
Şıkıdım, Şıkıdım.
Yeah.
And what does that mean? I know it's about a spoiled girl, but what does Şıkıdım?
Şıkıdım is a way you move.
Oh, okay. Şıkıdım.
It's a very sexy oriental way of moving.
It's like a horse. Şıkıdım, 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 şıkıdım. Yeah, okay, great. Okay, and what about, this is the last question, I really want to know, what about the video clips? Do you give something of yourself in it? Do you give ideas for it? Or do you have a certain vision of how you want it?
First they approach me some different kinds of projects, like scenarios and everything, and I just pick up one, and then we come together, talk about the video, about the whole atmosphere idea. But I like to put my feelings and my ideas too, because, you know, it's my video. I feel more comfortable. But it's more about having fun, you know, making people happy when they watch the video, you know. Not sad, not upset. I like to make people happy.
Songs.
Happy songs.
Is it difficult to give your emotions in the music when you know that a lot of people don't understand what you're singing about?
That's a nice question. Yes, I feel that sometimes. Because they don't understand what I'm saying at all. But it's all about the, you know, universal vibe they get, I think, from the sound.
Through the music,
Through the music. And then I realize that they don't care anymore. It's just about, getting into the rhythm.
Yeah, but you could sing about some really sad things, but you smile with it, and we go like, okay, that's a great song.
You're
It's
right.
happy.
If they wouldn't understand, yeah.
Yeah. So that's difficult.
That's difficult. Then I have to use a lot of expressions, I think, my face, make them just understand how I'm feeling, actually. That's the only way. But my biggest dream is singing in English, and I'm gonna sing in English soon, and they're gonna understand then.
But why? I mean, you have such success with your own language. Why would you change for other people?
It's for myself, Since I was a child, I wanted to sing in English for the world.
And after 4 Turkish albums, you want to try something new?
I'm still gonna do Turkish albums at the same time, but this is like satisfying myself and being in a bigger market. What I want.
Conquer the whole world.
Yeah. I wish so.
Really?
I hope so. Maybe one day.
Are your parents very proud of you?
Yes, they're very proud. My mother, my sister, my brothers. My father's probably proud. Probably he's watching me from up there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're very proud of me. Sometimes they're very concerned when they read some news in the newspapers.
Some tabloids.
Yeah,
some
my
gossip,
mother keeps calling and crying. What happened? My son, are you okay? Yes, it's nice. It's very nice. It's difficult to deal with, but I love it. I'm born,
This is your dream.
This is my life.
The dream comes true for Tarkan.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you very much for coming. And when you're in Holland again, visit me.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you very much.